Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Well, it's always nice to see a first text through from Nikki in Midlothian who says, ha, 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 Brian. Ha, ha, ha. You bought tickets for that guy last night for the White Sox game, and they won. Thanks for
I've been buying tickets all season for people.
Yeah.
They'd be in the World Series.
Nikki, I appreciate you and love you, and thank you for listening in Midlothian and all the people of Midlothian. But I'm not taking your ha lightly today, as yesterday during sports, I decided to buy some tickets for a White Sox fan.
Named Carl.
Carl's a great dude. Great dude. Having a rough week. Tuesday only in. He said he's having a rough week.
He did, yes.
Amen, brother. I get it.
So Case had bound tickets for $16 for the show, a pair of tickets. I said, I'll buy those because, Carl, you want to go so bad, I'm going to send you. Then after the show, I bought the tickets. But as we're going through them, I realized, you know what? Let's upgrade them. Not on the top of the stadium, guaranteed rate. And I ended up paying $124
For a ticket?
For tickets. For both.
Oh, okay.
For both. On the first baseline. That's with fees, because they were about like they were about like $45, $50. And with fees, they were $124.
Very nice. Right out of your wallet.
Yep, right out of my wallet. I paid for those. People will say, like, oh, I'm sure the station gave them to you. No, I bought them. I bought them with my money.
Yes.
It's supposed to go to my daughter's college fund. And I sent Carl to the game because I love Carl, and I'm glad he listens. And he needed a good one, and I wanted somebody of our listeners to see history.
Yes.
And I bought the tickets, and Carl sent a beautiful picture from his seats.
Oh, beautiful.
We'll post that picture on our Facebook. And then the White Sox did not get the memo on what they were supposed to do last night.
No, that's not like them.
They're losing the game in the eighth. And then, well, let's just fit the last play of the game.
On the ground, this could do it. Anderson will walk it over to first, and history will have to wait.
History will have to wait. Not what I wanted to hear the White Sox announcers say last night. What an anticlimactic piece of garbage.
A great baseball game, though.
Well, it was a good crowd after a horrid day of rain. I mean, what a terrible day to head in there. Now, it did stop raining eventually, and there was a slight rain delay on that game, I believe, from the first pitch.
Yes, no, I stayed up very late to watch this game.
And White Sox win 3-2 after losing. They were down 2-0 in the eighth, and then a really bobbled play, which I think that guy for the Angels was paid off who dropped that ball.
Oh, is that right? You think that's what happened, not just that the Angels are also horrible at baseball?
Well, I'll just
No, they're pretty good. Did you see their record?
Yeah, they've won 30 more games than the White Sox.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a whole month.
Sadly, since the loss last night, the Angels are now 63-94, hurting their winning record there. That sounds so great against the White Sox, 37-120. But here's a stat for you to start off. We usually do this in sports in an hour, but the White Sox were 0-94 when having a losing in the seventh inning, and then they haven't won a game when they're losing in the seventh inning.
I see.
0-94
For
the year.
I see.
Now they're 1-94.
Wow. What are the odds, huh? 1 out of 94.
If you can figure out those odds, I'd love it, Kenzie. I'd love that.
1 out of 94.
Oh, my. So now I have to buy tickets for someone else, unless you guys want to help chip in on this for tonight's game to see if history's done tonight.
It looks like you're buying tickets.
You want to contribute to that, Kenzie? You want to jump in?
I want to see. This was your idea, and I want to see how many tickets you have to buy till this happens.
You don't want to, jump in this parade, Case? You want to jump in?
I don't know. You're loaded.
Yeah.
I'm loaded?
Yes, you are.
Brian, what are your weekend plans? What are you doing this weekend?
Well, I'm heading out to Notre Dame to see a football game and golf out there at the South
And
Bend.
aren't you getting a massage, you said?
It's a massage before the golf.
Yeah.
At the South Bend Country Club, by the way, where we're playing golf.
So it's a white guy retreat.
It'll be very white.
Yeah, very rich, very white.
Well, I'm not rich, okay? I'm glomming on to my brother to get in this thing.
You're cosplaying as rich. Your costume is rich guy this weekend.
That's what I'm doing this weekend.
I feel like that's you thing. Also, I'm a little hurt.
Why is that?
Hurt, so this one's going to be on you.
What have you heard about?
Because you've been promising to buy Case and I lunch for about a year and a half.
Mm.
And then you're like, I love Carl. I want to buy him tickets. And you met him yesterday.
I love Carl. I do.
I know.
I love you guys. I love you guys too. I just love Carl. He had a good time, and we're going to buy some tickets again today in the 7 o'clock hour. Boy, my wife wasn't happy when she saw the credit card for $124.
I'm sure.
Because I had to tell her, so I bought these tickets. You'll see them on SeatGeek. It's not for us. The tickets for what you think they might be for when I see ticket purchases surprising you. They're for Carl.
Yeah.
Who's Carl? I go, Carl's awesome. I love him.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
When we were young. Now is your chance to recapture your youth. Win a trip to the When We Were Young Festival in Las Vegas. Message and data rates apply. Please don't text and drive.
Q 101.
All right, the When We Were Young Festival, a chance to see Fall Out Boy again if you saw him at Riot Fest or if you missed him. Hey, this is a full trip to Vegas. Fall Out Boy, My Chemical Romance, Pierce the Veil, Jimmy Eat World. This is a lineup, and it's in Vegas. Couple nights, you get the flights, hotel.
You sound like a little kid.
I want to go to
It's in
Vegas. I was going to Vegas, babe. We're going to Toys R Us. So you get to stay at Resorts World. Here's the thing. The keyword's a little long, and it's a different keyword text number than usual, so it's 95819. It's one of our
Right.
other text numbers.
So do not text us when you're like, Brian and Kenzie, like when you send those messages in.
Yes.
This is different.
You won't get entered that way.
Yes.
But here's the word to text. October. That's a
boy.
little long because it's in October in Vegas. That's where the festival is.
This is going to be quite a doozy for me, isn't it?
Well, you shouldn't see it, Kenzie, because it should go to 95819, not our normal text number that Kenzie monitors and patrols. So October is the word, OCTOBER, to 95819. That's your chance to win that trip to Vegas for the When We Were Young Festival. Text October to 95819. Now a fact that makes your brain go, 1 in 5 Chicagoans have not experienced this. And so I can't give away too many hints on this. I just want to say I think I have and Kenzie has, but Case hasn't.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to give a little more hints on it to make you guess something. Like,
Is it happiness?
happiness? I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. It could be.
I wanted to say something, but then I don't want Case to kill himself, so I feel like I'm not going to say that.
No, Kenzie,
No.
we're in an open forum. Go ahead.
No. I'm sure Case has experienced all these good things.
In case, I'm going to apologize in advance for saying that I don't think you've experienced this.
Oh my
because
God, is it a flight? Is it that we're doing the plane thing again?
No.
Because Brian and I can't imagine Case on a plane. We just can't wrap our minds around it. Is this flying?
I can't seeing him sit there with the seatbelt on.
Oh, no.
And going like, well, I can't wait to get to my destination. I can't see that.
Here's the problem is that you guys say this about everything. When I leave here, what do you guys imagine me doing all day?
Eating pizza at your apartment? Like, that's it. In your boxers, I don't think you're like experiencing the world.
I see you sitting in a folding chair looking at the wall when you leave here.
See pizza, and then I see him. Oh, you know what he for sure does, Brian?
What's that?
He's like, new bands people don't like. Because then he wants to be like, I like them. I'm the only one.
That's my Google search is
Yes.
new bands people don't like.
Yeah, you're like, who has the least amount of followers on Instagram?
My
I'm gonna
favorite
be a
new
super fan.
band. Okay, so 1 in 5 Chicagoans have never experienced this. I think myself and Kenzie has, and Case hasn't. And maybe you have or haven't. We'll tell you what this is. It's kind of shocking, I think, in a way. So we'll get to that in 5 minutes.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Okay, time for a fact that makes your brain just go. 1 in 5 Chicagoans have never experienced this. And I made the assumption that possibly myself and Kenzie have, and Case, the producer, has not. And I couldn't give away really any more details on it because it just seemed like it would give it away possibly. Kenzie guessed. What did you guess on Case on that one?
I was like, well, I had a few guesses, but one was, is it flying?
Flying. And Case himself, what'd you bring up?
Happiness.
Happiness. Right?
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Listen, he just giggled right there, so I assume he's kind of happy. So it's not happiness. What it is, and Case, please don't take offense to this when I give this answer. I warned him in the hallway. 1 in 5 Chicagoans have never experienced luxury.
You're such an ass.
Well, that tracks.
Now,
No, I get where you're coming from, Brian.
but let's define luxury. When Chicagoans were asked about
let's define it.
what they think luxury is,
Let's really break it down.
let's break it down.
Let's everybody get comfortable. We're gonna sit in this for a little bit.
Okay, so Case, have you ever flown first class?
No.
You have flown, but you never flown first class.
Okay.
Okay. No luxury. Have you ever experienced a private chef?
No.
Okay, we're getting there. Have you ever ridden in a limousine?
No.
Kenzie,
What'd you ride in for prom?
Ford Escape.
Okay.
those are pretty nice. I almost bought one.
Yeah, no, I had a great guy. My girlfriend had a Ford Escape. My current girlfriend has a Ford Escape. I keep on dating women that drive those.
Have you ever gone to a Michelin-starred restaurant?
No.
Now, even though Gavin Rossdale from Bush, when we interviewed him, he told us when he came to town he was going to take us to, what is it, Alinea?
Yeah, and then it's weird. He didn't answer our calls when we followed up on that.
He gave us his number and said when he comes to town, he wants to take us, because he's very into food. If you ever look at Gavin Rossdale's Instagram, he has a separate food account of his cooking. And he loves Alinea, and the other one that was featured in The Bear where the cousin did his training at.
Kenzie, what's the name of that place?
Over in the West
I
Loop.
thought he did it at Alinea.
No, it's over in the West Loop.
on, let me get up.
Oh, what's that restaurant called? But anyway, that's another one that he said he goes to, Gavin Rossdale Bush, because he loves coming to Chicago to go to those two restaurants.
I don't know what it's called because I've never experienced luxury.
Well, clearly.
Okay, in fairness, I haven't done a lot of these things.
You've ridden in a limo. You've
Yes.
probably flown first class.
Have
you not flown first class?
I only flew first class once, and it was like a whole thing. It was the only seat available. It sucked.
Sounds like you yelled your way into it.
I was upset.
Sounds like that's how it happened. I'm not even sure if I've been to a Michelin star restaurant, to be honest.
I'm sure you have.
Well, there's some that are like 1 star or 2 stars but are not like $1,000 dinner.
Yeah, but I know the crowd you hang out with. I know all your swanky music industry friends have wined and dined you at the nicest restaurants in Chicago. I know how it is.
Now you think about that, the old record days, the dinners were amazing.
Okay, so I am looking this up because I have to be honest. I thought it was modeled after Alinea. I thought it was. This says the 3-star Michelin restaurant was modeled after a critically acclaimed Fulton Market eatery called Ever.
That's it, Ever. That's
Ever.
where
I haven't been there either.
That's actually the restaurant where Cousin was training in that Bear
Yes.
episode in season 2.
It's located on 1340 West Fulton Street. It should be called Never Ever because nobody ever brought me. Ass.
All right, there's a couple other things that people define as luxury. In case you may have this one. VIP access to exclusive events.
Oh, there you go.
You've had that.
Well, through work.
It doesn't matter.
No one's inviting me because they like me. They're inviting me because it's my
True.
job.
No, that's true.
Well, I've never paid for a limo or paid for flying first class, but I just got my way in there somehow, like Kenzie did. So I've never paid for these
What do you
things.
mean? Oh, you got your way into a limo? That sounds like you carjacked somebody.
Yeah, Brian's only been in the driver's seat of a limo.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah, put that big hat on that they always have.
How'd you not pay for the limo? I've paid for every limo I've been in.
I have not. I don't think I've ever paid for a limo, but I've been in
I
them.
take that back. I got one limo sent to me in Vegas because they brought me to a strip club, not to strip. Just one.
The strip club bought it for you?
Yeah, I don't know. They sent a limo. I'm like, okay.
They're like dying to get her here.
I was honestly pretty drunk the night before. I don't know if I made a deal with the devil or something, but for some reason I had pretty specific plans the next night.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So, Case, you've done one of the 5 things I've mentioned there that have experienced. That's called experiencing luxury. 1 in 5 Americans say they've never experienced luxury.
Have you ever had a massage at a spa?
Last year for my anniversary, that's what my girlfriend really wanted to do with me. So we did a couples massage, and I was doing okay until they started touching my feet, and then things went south.
Did you kick him in the face?
I did. I kicked
knew
him.
That's what Case said.
Goodbye.
I'm out of here. Don't touch my feet. Well, there you go. Maybe you're one of the 5 Chicagoans. Also, Dodger Boy checked in and said, well, we all don't have the $4,200 in the bank like Brian does.
Yeah, that's right.
You know.
You're very wealthy.
Sorry, it's been a good year. It's like
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and a lot on deck today for the show. But before we move forward, we have to pour one out like we like to do at this time, just to get you, up to date on what's happening. You might be drinking one of these right now, and we're letting you know it's going away for good. As we literally pour one out for Coca-Cola Spiced. Announced yesterday, it is going away. Now, I didn't realize it just was launched earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
So Coca-Cola Spiced, the soda which combined raspberry and, quote, a blend of warm spiced flavors, is one of the few on the brand's slate that folks online have seen disappear on the shelf. So it's been talked about as saying, hey, I can't find it anymore. I've gotten addicted to it. They're like meth dealers. They give it to you in January and then they take it away. And maybe they'll bring it back for like $10
just like those
a bottle.
meth dealers, they love to take it away.
Yeah.
No, not for you anymore. I don't want to sell.
Well, you see, they take it away and then they bring it back at a much higher price because you need it. You're shaking and you need it. You know what I mean?
Are you okay?
I'm just saying, my experience with meth, that's what it is. So Coca-Cola Spiced is going away, and I've never had it. I don't know if it's any good, so I'm not going to miss it. But maybe you out there, maybe you have drank it. Maybe you're drinking it right now.
It just bums me out because I loved it. The spice is actually this raspberry kick. It's very poppy. Loved it when I was pregnant.
Loved it.
Loved it. Had so many when I was pregnant, and it is going to take it away.
Now, was it spicy?
No, it just was like, it's not like a little something, a little extra pizzazz. Because I was wondering that too when I got it, but it's raspberry is what it is. Which is like not as sweet as like a cherry, so it's not just sweet. It has like it has depth. Wouldn't you say, Case, you like flavored pop?
I do. I try every gimmicky soda that's out there.
Amen.
And I thought Coke Spiced was among the best that was in the little refrigerator next to the checkout line at Target. It was something that I was frequently having. I was a massive supporter of it. I think raspberry in general, underappreciated flavor.
Amen.
We don't have enough raspberry out there.
Absolutely. And Coke really tried to step up and we spit in their face.
Yep.
Well, I don't know if it was because of sales or not. Though it was dubbed a permanent addition to the lineup in North America in February. 7 months later, it's gone.
Wow.
And I assume none of the people bought it. That's why you take something away. You don't take something away that they really want.
That's true.
I don't like sweet flavored sodas. I like Coke and Coke Zero because they hit the back of your throat and that burn of the Coke flavor, the carbonation. I love it.
That burn?
There's that kind of carbonation burn that Coke does. That's why people always say, older people always say when drinking Coke, they get tar off bumpers with that stuff. They pour it on bumpers of cars to get tar off, and that's what's doing to your stomach. Old people always say that about Coke.
Oh. No way it's tar off.
I guess it does, but I've never seen it.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know how to react to it because now I want to find tar.
Well, I don't know if Mythbusters ever did it. They might have done an episode on that.
I mean, club soda gets stains out of your shirt.
So
sometimes things just clean. What's the big deal?
And some things tear up they say their claim was it tears up your stomach, the lining of your stomach by drinking Coke. But it didn't stop me, and my stomach's still fine.
Are you an ironclad surveyor? That thing's built for war.
Well, Brian, tell me if this sells you on Coke Spiced. You won't be able to get it now, but John from Palatine checked out on the text line and said Coke Spiced was like drinking a pine cone.
Oh, it sounds wonderful.
I never got a piney note, did you?
I didn't either, but that's a really funny way of describing a drink.
A pine cone? Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer the straight. I know Case and Kenzie like a lot more of the flavored sodas.
We're adventurous drinkers. You're not.
No, I just know what I like, and I want that.
Yeah, why branch out? Why try something new?
Well, Kenzie just told me this morning on the way in that her coffee got screwed up, and it cost $6, and she's all discombobulated because it's not the same coffee mixture that she usually gets. They screwed it up.
It tastes like ass. I've only had a sip of it, and it was expensive, and I think I'm going to have to go to the cafe downstairs. I was going to put like a little flavor shot in it. I got to fix it.
See? So that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to get this spiced Coke thinking it's going to be good, and it's not. And I was really wanting a Coke that day. A regular Coke. The regular flavor.
I feel like you could rectify it and just have... Don't you bring Coke? Don't worry. You have 7 in your backpack.
Yeah, but...
So just try one, and if you don't like it, open one of the drinks in your backpack. I don't have backup coffees.
I was feeling adventurous at Five Guys because they have that Coke machine where you can pick the flavors.
Oh, the freestyle. Yeah, the touchscreen.
Oh, That thing's amazing.
It really is.
But I always just get Coke.
That's so weird.
But one day I tried the cherry Coke because I thought I might as well just try it. I can dump it right out. And I did, and I didn't like it. And then it just stayed on my tongue. I had to eat so many fries and salt them so much to get that flavor off my tongue.
I don't like homemade cherry Coke. Like when you go to a restaurant and they say, "Yeah, we have cherry Coke," but they just pour grenadine in it.
Ugh.
I don't like that because it tastes like you put a bunch of grenadine in my Coke. There's something about it all, the flavors simmering together for a long time, like a sauce.
Well, if you like Coke spiked and it's gone,
Spiced. Spiked is completely different.
Spiked is the Diddy flavor.
Yeah, that's
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So if you like that, and just Kenzie brought up grenadine, 7-Up is announcing a Shirley Temple 7-Up for the holiday season.
Well, that's cute.
This is great.
It's pomegranate and cherry soda mixed with 7-Up.
I don't
guess.
know about pomegranate. That's going to be a journey.
Why's that?
Well, I don't know. That has pomegranate's a very distinct flavor. I'm curious how that tastes. That's not a normal Shirley Temple.
This is breaking news this morning, by the way. This announcement came on 7-Up's Twitter.
We need to get one of those like sounders when breaking news happens.
Especially for soda, because I'm the one that has
Yeah.
all this info. And I'm as a consumer, I'm glad 7-Up is stepping into the Christmas space because during Christmas, as everybody knows, it is the time for special soda flavors. You get the cherry Sprite that comes back once a year.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Mountain Dew, sadly, as we discussed last year, has discontinued their special line of Christmas flavored drinks.
Wait, I thought that was just for last year.
What are Kenzie? They've taken the money off the books. They're not going to add it back on. In this economy, the Pepsi Corporation is not going to. Kenzie, I wish I understood. I wish I did.
No one has answers anymore.
Didn't someone get you a pallet of that stuff?
Yes, Kenzie.
Me.
Oh.
For Christmas, I bought him the
Gingerbread flavor.
He was the only one who liked it, so thank God it's for sale on eBay because of that.
Yeah.
And I found a lot of it. And what happened was I got screwed. And I basically spent $200 on this because I ordered one and the person just never sent it. And eBay's like, sorry, it's non-refundable. And I'm like, but I don't want a refund. I just never got it. Mm-hmm. And so they charged me for that. And then I had to rush order someone else's and pay for the priority to get it here. I spent an egregious amount on Mountain Dew. It was unbelievable.
Well, Kenzie, if it makes you feel any better, it made me very happy, and you cannot put a price tag on my happiness.
I know. It's the first time you ever experienced it.
You really can't put a price tag on your happiness, and that was over it.
That was luxury. I shipped your own soda, and you're like a Saudi Arabian prince.
Before we move on from pop, Case, is there one you want to announce that's garbage that you tried?
Oh, my God. I have bad news for everybody.
Uh-oh.
Famously, if anybody knows me, they know that I'm a huge fan of Jenna Ortega and just her general existence. So I went to this.
Sounded creepy.
It did.
That is odd, though, because she does not have blonde hair.
Yeah, but it still works for me. She's great.
That's weird.
I'm a fan of her breathing. I'm glad you like her alive.
I really do.
Yeah.
So I went to Mariano's a few days ago, and I got the new Fanta Beetlejuice flavor.
Oh.
Haunted Apple.
Fun!
Kenzie, I was in the same mindset.
I think that sounds like a good time. I love everything spooky. I want my soda haunted, baby.
I'm going to stop you before you get too far ahead of yourself. It was the worst, and I mean the worst, soda that I have ever tried. It tasted like I was drinking a candle. It let me down. It was not an apple flavor. It was not sweet. It was not fun. It was raw, unabashed horridness in a 12-ounce bottle.
Well, it's haunted.
It really did taste haunted.
Yeah,
You're right.
like what
That's
is supposed to
my
be
fault.
delicious and sweet?
You know what, Kenzie? That's my fault. I forgot that it was haunted apple, and thus
Yeah.
it was meant to taste
It's
disgusting.
not gala apple, you idiot. It's haunted apple.
It's supposed to taste good. That's actually what it's supposed to be. So here's a rundown, then a recap. So Coca-Cola spiced, gone. You still might find some on the. They might be on the shelves. Okay, they might be on the shelves.
And it's a great flavor. If you haven't had it, or if you need to get some before it permanently goes away, get it.
7-Up, Shirley Temple, pomegranate, and cherry soda is coming to the shelves this holiday season.
That's one package. Shirley Temple, you described all the flavors.
Yeah, well,
Don't
that's
go
what
in
it's
there
called.
looking for 7-Up pomegranate.
That's what it says on the can. It says
Yes.
7-Up, Shirley Temple, pomegranate, and the cherry soda.
Very cute. It has a bow on the can. I love a good Christmas packaging of the soda.
And the Beetlejuice Haunted Apple, what is it?
Haunted apple,
Haunted
yes.
Apple, complete hot garbage.
More like haunted ass.
Yes. Also,
That also sounds fun. Huh? Sounds like a good strip club.
and also,
Spooky season.
Jen Ortega alive
And well.
and well, at least for now.
SLK's likes her.
All right, here is Gil Curtis with your headlines.
This is not headline news. Today is National Roadkill Day. That'll explain all the dinner bells ringing later today in West Virginia. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are encouraging Americans to vote. Okay, fine. We vote for you to go back to England. A Friends game show is coming to Max in honor of the sitcom's 30th anniversary. Ironically, if you're excited about a game show based on Friends, probably means you don't have any. Michael Douglas turns 80 today, and his wife Catherine Zeta-Jones turns 55. She's taking Michael out for a pre-chewed dinner and a movie. And experts say Taylor Swift encourages body positivity. But the true pioneer in that field remains Sir Mix-a-Lot. This is not headline news.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.